Here is your girl 2 degrees no job. In this video, I will show you how I transformed my electric fireplace. This is the before, and as you can see, the fireplace is mounted onto the wall. My goal here is to create a recessed electric fireplace moment, which means that the fireplace will be flushed into the wall instead of mounted on the wall. And I will finish this makeover with some faux concrete contact paper, but let's call it wallpaper.
I know there's nothing wrong with my fireplace. However, I want this part to be inserted. I want it to look like a real fireplace. I'm going to trace out this box, and then I'm going to make sure that this box is centered onto the wall, which means that if this is centered, then the entire frame will also be centered.
Public service announcement. Let me tell you something. This is going to be recessed. However, I will not be turning on the heat settings on my fireplace. If you would like to use your heat settings, then this is something that I would not recommend that you do. So I don't want nobody to say anything that I told you to do nothing, because let me tell you something, I did not tell you to do nothing. Okay?
So let's get started.
I'm no magician, but I got a few tricks up my sleeve. So I'm taking a piece of cardboard to make a template. In other words, you need to find the middle of this wall, the exact middle, so that my fireplace is not lopsided, okay?
So now I'm going to show you the math that I did in order to make sure that my fireplace would be in the middle of the fireplace wall. I am also going to be providing a key so that you can follow along. If you have any questions, just comment right below. Here are my measurements. The wall that I'll be using for my fireplace measures 33 by 40 inches. Now, the insert box that I'm actually going to be making the hole for measures 15.5 inches by 24 inches. This is also the same size as the cardboard cutout that I made, and I will show you in a few how I'm going to use this. Now that we have the measurements for the insert box, what we're going to do is figure out coordinates for which we are going to place the insert box, meaning that we need to find the measurement that will allow us to put it right in the center. So how I did this is, first I'm going to find the length, and so I subtracted 40 inches from 24 inches, and that gave me 16 inches, which means that if I divide that by 2, I have 8 inches on each side for the length. I've also done the same thing for the height. I subtracted 33 from 15.5 inches, which gives me 17.5 inches, and that divided by 2 is 8.75. And so I will be making sure that there is 8.75 inches from the height on the top and the bottom. These are my final measurements, and so given these coordinates, I will be able to place the insert box right in the center of the fireplace wall. I'm going to cut.
I'm not sure if I mentioned, but the purpose of this structure right here is to hide the water meter. The good thing is that the fireplace is nowhere near the water meter, and it's all good. It's just all good.
So my camera stopped recording, but this is where we're at. This is, like I said, this is the water meter. This is what it looks like inside. Okay, so now what I'm doing is removing the other beam that's in there, and then my plan is to move these beams. I'm going to put one beam across this way, which is what the fireplace is going to be leaning on. Okay, so let's see if this fits. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Woo! where I'm going to put the wood horizontally so that it can support the fireplace. I'm going to also put a nail there and a nail right there, and then also into the So now is the best part. We're gonna clean this surface so that we can add the wallpaper. Okay, so I know that there should be, and that there is an actual method on how to do this. However, I'm lazy and I'm just gonna wrap it around, and then I'll just make the hole in the middle because I don't got time right now. Like, I'm feeling lazy. And here we go. I don't want it to look. I was looking like what's that lady from the Powerpuff Girls that you saw was like from her shoulders down. Anyways, I don't want it to look like it's like a bunch of pieces together. I want it to look like maybe it's 2 pieces together, or even just let's see if we could even make it look like one precise flow. You know what I'm saying? This isn't really working, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the 40 to this side over here, which is 14 and a half. 40 plus 14 and a half is 54 and a half. Okay, so I'm going to measure two pieces of 54 and a half of the wallpaper. This is what we have. So now I'm gonna have a few pieces left and I'm gonna cut those out. But this is what we have. On this side, it's looking good. I'm gonna use this X-Acto knife to just cut out the pieces. We are almost done. So what I'm doing right here is I'm cutting out the outlet hole because this is not a real fireplace, obviously. So it's an electric one and I need somewhere to connect it from. I'm using a little bit of spray foam and a leftover piece of the sheetrock. And then I'm just gonna put some wallpaper on top of that. And for our last part, what we're going to do is wrap wallpaper on the top that we're using to cover the fireplace. And that's it. Do I still have to say it? Yeah, I am. This is my favorite video. Yeah, I know. Let me know what y'all think. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'ma see ya. Peace. Sweetheart, since you still watching or whatever, like, what's up? Watch my other videos. Like, I do home decor and DIY videos every 2 weeks. Feel free to also follow me on Instagram. It's at twodegreesnojob. So yeah.